What up, you guys? Empress of Duality here. Those of you that are new or might not know, my name is Brooke. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Love Vibe Tribe, my subscribers, my tribe. I see you, I feel you, I love you. You know how much I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support, all the love, and all the abundance that you bring into my life. So, Empress of Duality is showing up today because she has channeled many messages lately and sitting here trying to figure out which one to do first, how to connect them, and I'm just gonna let spirit flow. We're gonna see where it goes. A lot of these messages will resonate deeply for those that are identified with the twin flame journey, not limited to or defined by the twin flame journey, but resonate with the frequency at which the twin flame journey emits, the mission of the twin flame journey, the purpose of the twin flame journey. Hello, beautiful divine feminines. What up, divine masculines? If you did not see the video from yesterday, I highly suggest that you go and watch it so that you understand, so that your conscious mind, the psyche of your mind, can understand and tap into the unity consciousness frequency at which these messages come from. Okay, there is a level of consciousness from which Brooke speaks from on this platform that is of unity consciousness, that is of the we energy. And yesterday I broke down a lot of the story to understanding and activated the unity template that lies within you, that activates the mergence of divine feminine, divine masculine energy within. Okay, so if you haven't watched that video, I highly suggest that you go and receive that activation, receive those light codes. Okay, all right. Opening up a safe and sacred container for messages of the highest good only to come through, messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity, messages to push our beautiful souls to the path that we truly desire. Softening the mind in this space, softening the image that the mind creates of our reality, ourself, of our relationships, and even of our journey. Surrendering the mind's mental activity, surrendering the mind's will to understand, to figure out, to connect the dots, and stepping into divine feminine energy, allowing the masculine within us to surrender, to submit to source, to spirit, to higher self, to the heart frequency that is the bridge between the masculine and the feminine. Activating the unity consciousness template that lies within us all. Connecting with the breath of life force energy. Relaxing and softening the mind and its projections. Drawing the energy that is emitted from the mind, drawing back the energy of all the thoughts, of all the thought forms, of all the beliefs, that create the images in your mind, that create the ideas in your mind, that create the definition of your journey, of your mission, of your life, of who you are, of who you have identified as, drawing all the energy back to the present moment. Deep breath. Slowly let it out. And feel your energy settling around your body. Feel the mental activity within the psyche relaxing, softening, surrendering to its intuition, to its feelings, to its intuitive knowings. There are knowings that come across our mind that have no explanation. They have no understanding. It's just intuitively knowing some things based off of a feeling a lot of the times. These thoughts, these understandings, these downloads, they come out of nowhere, but they resonate so deeply inside of the heart. They resonate so deeply inside of the soul. And sometimes to truly tap into those frequencies, to that life force energy that is of your feminine, you must surrender the addiction to understanding it at this moment. And you just go on the journey. And as you go on the journey, the understanding within the minds of men, it evolves. It evolves to be able to articulate, to communicate, to understand, to transmit messages from a frequency that transcends just what the mind knows, that transcends mankind, transcends the psyche, that transcends the limitation of thought, the limitation of belief. Creating that bridge between man and spirit in space, creating that bridge between masculine and feminine energy in this space, reminding you and activating the deepest remembrance of who you are. I see you, I feel you, I love you. It's okay to come back to presence. It's okay to let go of all of the obligations within the mind that tell you you must focus on this. If you don't focus on it, if you don't hold on to the challenge, you're gonna fail. If you don't figure out how to fix this dynamic with the relationship, with your partner, with your friends, with work, with life, if you don't hold on to it so tightly and figure it out, you're going to fail. Surrendering these ideas in this moment, letting it go. You did not fail this planet, divine masculine, mankind. Now, if you didn't see the video from yesterday, there's a language that Spirit brought through that helps to understand where Spirit is speaking from in this moment. And just to give you a brief, when we're talking divine masculine energy in this moment, we're not talking about the proactive energy, the doing, the fixing, the constructing, the building, the creating reality with your thoughts, with the thoughts that creates the reality that we see. We're not just talking about that. We are talking about the masculine energy that is of mankind. The feminine energy is of source, of spirit. So when you take that understanding and you create a bridge between mankind and spirit, that is the union of twin flame energy. That is the union of divine masculine and divine feminine energy. That is the union between God and man. Again, softening the mind, starting to feel the energy flow in your body as this message activates the light codes, the remembrances of self, the remembrances of the very essence that created all that is. Opening that heart space, be able to extend your energy. But here's the thing. A lot of us, we try to do this from the mind of men, of man. We try to expand our energy from the masculine. But the masculine energy in its nature is physicality. It's the mental, the mind, the psyche of man, the ideas of man. And let's just admit that some of the ideas of man have caused distortion on this planet, caused suffering, abuse, manipulation, isolation, thoughts of suicide even. Could keep going, right? So in this moment, we're going to surrender the will of the man, the will of the mind, the will of the masculine energy. And we're going to be present with our feminine energy, with our feelings, with our intuitive knowings. Because when we get present in that space, you're not sacrificing the masculine. Masculine is this, baby. It is the body. It is the breath. It is the sense of sound, the sensation of smell, the sensation of taste, sight. But it is not limited to the feeling in the body. And we connect consciously in presence with our feminine energy. We get to soften all of the thought forms in our mind. We get to soften all of the projections in the mind. And we get real present in the body, real present in the feeling. Then we expand our energy. But if you try to expand your energy to infinite consciousness, when you try to expand your energy to unity consciousness, you have to meet the feminine first. You can expand in the knowledge of man. You feel me? You can go into the psyche of man, to the blueprint of man, of masculine energy, of ideas of man, the realities of man, past lives, presence, future, timelines. It's all of man. You can expand there. But when you connect with your feminine, with your source, with your presence, with your awareness, with your consciousness, with your sovereignty, the mind, but in the heart, when you connect there consciously, you get to transcend the masculine energy that is man, and you get to witness and be with and feel all of the other potentialities for this planet. Sometimes we need to tap into the collective consciousness, the universal mainframe, the universal collective mind of man to see where we are. But it is through our feminine energy, through our God self, through our higher self, that we see the true potential and trajectory that we can create on the planet. But you can't do that through the masculine energy, the do, the will, the go, the proactivity, the figuring out. It is when you pause in feminine energy. It is when you step out of the doing and you step into the being that you get to connect in this space. You get to connect in this heart frequency. You get to connect in the feeling. When you connect in that space, you guys, I can't sit here and tell you what's going to happen because it's infinite, man. God shows up when you connect in unity consciousness. God shows up for you in whatever way it will serve you the most. God reminds you of your compassion, of your patience with whatever is going on in your life, the uncertainty that you feel, the scatteredness that you feel. When you connect in this space, God frequency, divine feminine will remind you of your compassion, of your strength, of your faith, of your resiliency, of your ability to transcend the understanding and figuring everything out in your life and getting back into the flow of being. Because when you connect with the feminine, creative flow embraces you. When you connect with the beingness on this planet, we are human beings, not human doings, not human figuring it out. So when you connect in that beingness, I can't tell you where it's going to lead you, but I'm here to activate and remind you to tap into that space within you, calling you. It's home. The nostalgia that you feel for your twin, the nostalgia that you feel for the planet, for your family, for your friends, for yourself as you witness the suffering. If you stay in the masculine energy, the path back home becomes scattered, distorted. There's too many ideas. There's too many uncertainties. When you can connect, when you can slow down the energy from the mind, like I can't tell you God is going to lead you, but this is your reminder to come back home, to release the obligations, to let go of the denial in the mind. When the mind doesn't understand, when you don't understand what's happening in your life, you go into insecurity. You go into figuring out, if I don't figure out, I'm going to fail. You go into perfectionism. If I'm just perfect, maybe they'll love me. Maybe things will work out. Maybe I'll get a break. If I just work my ass off, maybe someone will see my potential. If I just work hard enough, I'll be successful. That is the illusion of mankind. That is the distortion that we are trying to heal, that we are mending on this planet, twin flames. That is the mission, to remind each other that it's not just about our human desires. It's not just about meeting our mental needs, whatever our mind tells us that we want. Therefore, we have to control, fix, save, manipulate, to feel obligated to fix, feel obligated to be. Humanity, mankind as a whole, has sacrificed the gift of feminine energy. Divine masculine, mankind as a whole, has sacrificed himself to please the minds of men. The feminine energy has been suppressed, it's been abused. It is a gift, you guys. Your intuition is a gift. Not everyone has it. Not everyone has evolved their conscious awareness enough to be able to even understand what I'm talking about. But I know that you feel it. For those of you that I'm showing up for, and we are showing up for, you get it. You understand. You see and feel and have witnessed a lot of things on this planet that transcend just your life in it all, that transcend just your part in it all. And I'm here to remind you of your mission. I'm here to remind you that not everyone is going to understand what you are doing, but it is real. It is real. The messages that you get, the downloads that you get, the feelings that you feel, the energy that you transform, the timelines that you dismantle, the thought forms within yourself that you dismantle, and then dismantle thought forms on a collective level. It's real. That's really what you're doing. The emotions connected to those false timelines, to the illusion, to the distortion, you are healing it. You are feeling it to heal it. You are being attacked for healing it. There are things that you found on this planet that connect you very deeply to the unity consciousness energy, the union of your masculine and feminine energy. Some of you it's painting, some of you it's speaking, some of you it's music, singing, some of you it's sports, some of you it's healing, some of you alone. No one sees it. No one gives you credit. No one has any idea the massive amount of work, the massive amount of pain that you transcend for not only yourself, but out of love for this planet. Tap back into those things. Don't worry if it's okay. Just accept it. Witness it. Be with it. Move the energy. Don't let it suppress inside of you when it comes up, when the anxiety comes up, when the frustration comes up, the anger, the pain, the suffering, the abuse, the sexual abuse, the abuse in the minds of men that tell you it's wrong for you to show your body, to be proud of your body, to love your body. Men too, the shame that is thrusted upon you for showing your body, or the shame and the guilt that is thrusted upon you in manipulation to get you to sacrifice your body. You know that it's a gift. You are a gift. Every part of you is a gift. And even when people don't treat you that way, divine masculine, the man, the masculine energy within you is the one that must enforce these boundaries. You feel in your feminine energy, in your intuition, in your heart, in your feelings, what is your yes and what is your no. You feel that. But to bridge that boundary of unconditional love, your masculine energy, your man, your mind, you must change your mind to resonate with the feeling. You must change your actions. You must change the way you communicate those boundaries, and you must stand in those boundaries of self-love. No matter who intimidates you, no matter who mentally manipulates you, no matter who emotionally manipulates you and uses you, no matter who abuses your body, it's time to stand up for yourself. No one has control. No one can condemn your consciousness. It is stern. It is sacred. And whether it's an external person, a psychic attack, if you are feeling that way, if you are feeling abused, if you are feeling manipulated, if your mind is scattered, if you are confused, if you have lost touch with your heart, with your intuition, feelings, if you have lost touch with that, there is a part of you that is accepting it. There is a part of you that's giving that energy permission to abuse you, to manipulate you, to cloud your mind, to shape the thought forms, the beliefs in your mind. They do it. They start in your psyche. They get in your head. They play off of your shadow, the parts of you, the parts in your mind that lead to insecurity, to shame, to guilt, to unworthiness. The people that are impacted in the physical and also the psychic realms, they play off of those shadows. And at first it starts off as something small. Let's say you're insecure about your body. You know what the inverted energies do on this planet? They see that shadow within you. And if you have not accepted yourself, if you're not secure, if you honor your body, honor your looks, honor your voice, honor your feelings, and stand up for you, there is a point of entry that these energies get to influence you from if you don't accept yourself. They play off of your shadow. If you're insecure within your relationship, either in the physical, there will be a third party energy come your way to play off of that separation in your mind. They will disturb your relationship if you let them, if you start to believe it. The energies of the spirit realm, if you're insecure with your body, they start to drop things in your mind. If I looked like this, then I would be good enough. If I could speak like this, then I would be good enough. I would be worthy. They inflict doubt in your mind. They make you doubt the gift that you are. They make you doubt your connection to source. Because they can keep you in your mind, if they can keep you in the psyche of man, in the story, in the narrative, and you don't tap back into that intuition, into your feminine, then they got you. Then the thoughts in the mind, it starts off as, I don't feel as pretty as whoever. I don't feel as secure in my body as this girl, but I love myself, right? But there's that little bit of doubt in there. You don't fully accept yourself as the gift that you are. And then they play off of that. And then it goes from a little bit of insecurity to this story about why I'm not good enough. This narrative about why I'm not good enough. This narrative of what I should do, what I should change in my life to be accepted by others. And it bypasses these thought forms, these beliefs, these distorted beliefs. They create distorted emotion, and that distorted emotion creates momentum to distorted behavior, and it leads you to do things that are not integral to who you are. Put things in front of your face. You feel like between you and your twin, maybe the affection, the intimacy is lacking. The intimate communication, the intimate sex, maybe that's lacking. And in your mind, you start to build momentum of doubt, insecurity within your relationship. You start to clear things. And these energies, not of physicality, of these energetic beings that are present on this planet, don't have any power because they have no physicality, but they can influence you, invoke their will into you, and take your power as their own. So that doubt within you, your connection, within your twin flame connection, that doubt beeps, and they see it. And if you're not willing to accept your part in it, if you're not willing to take responsibility for your reality and how you are creating it, you ever notice that one little problem between you and your twin, or you and your friends, you and your family, if you talk about it, if you don't stand up for how you feel, if you don't express what you're thinking, that little problem turns into breakdown, destruction, failure, isolation, separation. When these energies in the energetic realm, these beings, these entities, they will show you movies. You will attract movies from that little mustard seed of doubt. That influence builds, the momentum builds, and you'll see movies where the couples are so intimate, so affectionate. They love each other so much. In your mind, it's like, oh, wish I had that. Same thing with money. If your weakness or your insecurity is money, you will see people around you. You will see movies. You will hear songs. You will have all of these manifestations around you telling you that you don't have enough money, that you don't have enough of this, that you don't have enough love, you don't have enough abundance. Don't fall into that illusion. We pull you out. We pull you out of all of that. I give you your power back. You never lost it. But that doubt, divine masculine, that guilt, shame, that grief, it becomes too much without your feminine support, without the support from God, from spirit, from higher self. It becomes too much. You become lost. You become lost in all of the other projections, ideas, and beliefs about yourself, about your journey. Divine masculine is the thinker, the creator, the builder of realities, the constructor of realities of life. Where do you think he gets his inspiration, his motivation, his passion, his love, his emotions, his feelings? From from God, from source, from higher self, from the God self. Sometimes just taking a minute to reflect, to feel into the body and expand from within the body, from within the heart, not expanding from the mind, bringing all of your energy back from the illusion, bringing all of your energy back from the distortion, from the collective distortion and projection of truth, coming back to your center of sovereign truth, of sovereignty, and expanding from there. You have to collapse all of the thought forms, all of the belief systems, all of the narratives, collapse the show. Collapse the show that they want you to continue to breed from. Distortion breeds distortion. Confusion breeds confusion. Insecurity breeds insecurity and reliance on something external from yourself, from your source. Able to find stability, it is within you. I know you feel it. I know you do. Let me take a break. And do you notice in your body right now, you feel the harmony from which I'm speaking from? Can you feel the harmony from which we are, this space? Whether you're watching it now or later, it doesn't matter. You are in this space with me. Where do you think I'm getting this shit from? From my mind? No. No, baby, I'm getting it from the connection to us. I'm honoring us. Brooke is honoring us. Brooke is honoring the we. Without you, there is no us. Without you, there is no we. But you must move through the limited perception of you to step into the we. You know, Brooke realized a long time ago on her journey, a lot of things that she says, they're not isolated herself. It took her a while to realize when she honors her voice, when she honors her unique thought forms, when she honors her unique frequency and speaks from that heart frequency, she isn't speaking for herself. She isn't speaking for you. This is us, baby. You feel it. This isn't Brooke's thoughts. This isn't Brooke's beliefs. It's coming out in words, in a language that separates us. But when you meet me in the feeling, meet in the feeling of the space, you can feel that it's you speaking through me, that it's us. And you gotta go through you to get to the we, so you must honor your voice. You must honor your thought forms. You must accept your body. You must accept your feelings. Feel the energy around your body. Feel the energy field, not even just the body right now. Feel the space around the body. Feel the harmony. Feel the unity in vibration. All of these vibrational frequencies that are emitting from your heart, because your heart is open right now. I feel it. We feel it. You feel it. Expand from within that space and feel your energy field. See the colors. But most importantly, feel the vibrational frequency. Feel the consciousness that you are. Feel the we energy. Feel the union of your masculine and your feminine energy in this space, and stand up for it. That is your integrity, twin flames. We declare our sovereignty upon ourselves. We declare our sovereignty of our consciousness. We do not fear the pain. We accept it. We accept it so that we stop living in the past, so that we stop being manipulated by people in power, by giving our power away. We stand up for our unique frequency. We stand up for us. Close your eyes. Feel. It's like a pause energy. It's almost like a void in. Can y'all feel that? Can you feel the void energy that we're in? The epitome of feminine energy that we are speaking from. It's almost like simultaneously the energy, there's no like force in it, there's no momentum in it, but at the same time there's all this force and all of this momentum, all of this feeling, all of this collapsing of distortion, all of this healing energy, this healing frequency emitting from within you. And in this moment you get to be in it, feel in it. Feel your sacral, feel that sexual energy that is of your life force. Feel it caressing your body, pleasuring your body, pleasuring your mind. Feel the feminine energy pleasuring the masculine within you. Feel that harmony and frequency. You don't need to understand it to feel it. It is you. It is us. It is there. But to acknowledge it consciously. That is the evolution of man, to acknowledge his feminine, to acknowledge his unity consciousness. Expand from this space. Expand from this presence. Do you feel how in this moment there are no thought forms, all ideas, all of the confusion, all of the distortion, all of the suffering, all of the pain, all of the abuse, all of the manipulation within your own mind and inflicted into your mind by others? It's all just gone. Did you realize that? Did you notice that? It all just faded away. Sometimes when we connect back to the space, it makes us cry. It actually hurts a little bit because we begin to witness and feel how disconnected we got from feminine, from source, from God, from ourself. It's okay to grieve that. It is. We honor you for grieving that, for being courageous enough to feel it, to heal it. We thank you. We thank you, beautiful soul. Give yourself permission to grieve it. You're not a failure because you leaned into the illusion for a bit. You have to lean into the illusion that the mind of men has created to be able to be the bridge of healing, to transcend it. You're doing it. Feel that merge with your twin. All of the challenges in your mind, all of the insecurities within your relationship with your twin. Give yourself permission to let it all fade, to collapse those timelines of distortion, to collapse those timelines of separation within you and within your connection with your twin. It's not real. But sometimes we have to lean into those distortions to see them, to free them. It's the only way. You must see it to free it. So what does that mean? That means that sometimes shame, grief, guilt, distortion, uncertainty, insecurity, abuse, manipulation, really, really heavy, intense emotions. You have to sometimes feel all of those things, feel all of the uncertainty, be confused, not have any understanding, how to fix it. There are going to be periods like that, these void periods where you don't know what to do, you don't know how to fix it, you don't know how to heal it, but that's only because you haven't seen it yet. You gotta see it to free it. So sometimes you just go on the journey, twin flames. You just have to remember your faith. Remember your heart frequency. Remember your compassion for your partner, for yourself, for the planet. And if you can just consciously remember that in your mind, that there will be periods of initiations, during activations of your consciousness, during awakenings, ascensions within you, periods where there's nothing you can do, but you must be with it. Be on the journey, and as you go on the journey, you will understand and begin to evolve your consciousness to understand how to bridge what you're feeling into doing it, into creating the new, collapsing the old. Periods where you're in these grief periods, There will be times where you're in the pain of humanity, not only just you, the pain of mankind, the suffering of mankind, and you must witness it. But there will be times where the mind doesn't really understand. Just go on the journey. Understanding will come. But without the mind's understanding, you really have to have a secure connection to feminine energy, to source, to higher self, God, so that you don't get lost in the illusion of distortion. You gotta witness the distortion. You gotta see it to free it. And sometimes you have to sit in the epitome in uncertainty in the mind and rely on the feeling of your heart, of your feminine to guide you. Your feminine is your GPS, the masculine is the driver. Sometimes when you get to that crossroads and you're driving in your masculine energy and you don't know which way to go, and every way seems painful, man. Every way you go is just a block. Pain, suffering, separation, lies, manipulation. It's every way you fucking turn. I'm gonna give up. Keep driving down that road, divine masculine. Feminine is within you and will guide you. It is with your permission that you trust your feminine energy. God has no power over man. Feminine has no power over masculine. Higher self has no power over you. It is when you meet in the middle, in unity consciousness, in unconditional love, that a trust is built between you. And then you have to know what to do, because when you are secure in that connection to source, when you are balanced in your masculine and feminine energy, you don't always have to know which way to go. When you are naturally connected, you will naturally be led to the people, place, understanding, and things that your consciousness needs to evolve, to ascend, to transcend, to heal. And that is what trust is. Love is. It's kind of like when you get your heart broken. There's nothing you can do to soothe an aching heart. Just like when you lose someone, when someone dies, a relationship dies, when you love passes away, there's nothing you can do. That is when you rely on your feminine energy, your connection to source, your connection to faith, your connection to the one. And you trust your intuitive feelings. You trust yourself enough to go through the emotions, to go on the journey to feeling the emotions and healing them, so that one day you may see them and free them. Shoo! Woo! 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 You want to know a really good practice? Connecting, surrendering the masculine mental energy and connecting in union energy between the masculine and the feminine, connecting to source, being that pillar of light between man and spirit. A good way to connect in that space is to slow everything down, to go into the breath, to accept the ideas and let them transmute. Bring all energy back to self. Tap into the body. And with the breath work, you can breathe in and produce a sound. Produce a sound, not a language. There's no distortion in the sensation, in the feeling of the sound. And I know you don't have to get it. Don't try to understand. Do it with me right now. Since we're in this space of unity, neutrality, of free-flowing sovereignty, let's tap into the solar plexus for a minute. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to swallow that breath and push it into the solar plexus. So take a deep breath in. Swallow the breath. Even let the belly bulge in that space. If you get a little lightheaded for a second, it's okay. Soften, relax, it'll go away. Now just let the breath out. Take another deep breath, swallow and hold it in the solar plexus. Take a deep breath. Swallow and hold. The vision may begin. To feel weird. They might have a pressure in the head. Almost like a lightheadedness, like you're going to pass out sometimes. It's how it feels. When the energy of your willpower is suppressed. Divine Masculine has no willpower, no force, no momentum without the feminine. And there are energies on the planet that know that. So when we declare our sovereignty, when we reconnect in unity consciousness, you can release the resistance to trusting yourself, forgiving yourself, loving others, and move back into compassion. So take another deep breath into the solar plexus. Can you feel the pulse? Can you feel the presence? So much presence in this space. Everything else is just faded and there's just presence. Unity consciousness. So we just activated the solar plexus and brought up the stagnant energy that was lying in the solar plexus. And with the sound from the throat chakra, you can bring the energy that we just moved, you can bring it through the body, purify it by the heart, and expel any other lower vibrational energies or distortions or whatever. Emotions even can be lifted from that space and purged through sound, through frequency. They can be transmuted through frequency, through your voice, through your command mechanism. It is a gift from God to create through your throat chakra. It doesn't just, you don't have to speak things into existence to create, to recreate, to transmute. It is just the throat chakra in itself that is the gift that gives you the ability to transmute or transform energy through the frequency. It doesn't have to be through commands or through language. It can be through sound alone. That is its purest form for the throat chakra. Purest essence is sound. Without the formation of words, without the formation of thought, the distortion of thought, without distortion and barriers of language of words. So take a deep breath in, swallow and hold in the solar plexus. Take a deep breath. Swallow. Let the belly bulge. Let the solar plexus bulge. Let the lightheadedness come in and relax into it. Hold the breath. Hold the present. And take energy and expel it. Transmute it through your throat in any sound that wants to come out. A lot of people find this challenging because they feel awkward or they feel weird. They won't give themselves permission to just be with what they are in the moment. Give yourself permission to just allow it to come through you. Allow your feminine, your spirit, your life force energy to come through and be purified. Take a deep breath in. Swallow and hold. Feel it recalibrating. Let out a sound. Again, take a deep breath in, let out a sound, and listen. It took me a while to be able to hold that frequency I just emitted. When I first started doing this, the sound was rough. It was like, give you an example. Do this with me and just allow whatever sound to come out and keep it in motion. Relax into the lightheadedness if it hits you, but we're going to keep a steady pace. So take a deep breath. Let it out. Feel it coming out of your solar plexus. And we're going to do this with force. Take a deep breath in with force. Exhale with force. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Slowing it down a bit. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. A little slower. Slow it down even more. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Take a deep breath, slower. Hold the frequency longer. One more time. Just receive this. Feel your body vibrating from the frequency. Or just grounding the frequency in. I love you. I love you. I love you. We ask that you give yourself permission to feel the pleasure of unity consciousness in this moment. Through your sovereignty, I am not giving it to you. I am simply holding it and allowing you to find it within yourself. We tap into the suffering enough right now. If you find it within yourself, to give yourself permission to be in the pleasure of the life force energy, and to allow that pleasure to emit through you, through sound, through feeling. Allow your divine masculine to express the pleasure of being in connection with his divine feminine through sound, through moaning, through frequency, through purity. Okay. That is enough. Spirit, Brooke is tapping out, okay? Brooke is tapping out. So let me tell you a little bit about what we just did. To the conscious mind, knowing it's very helpful. We activated the unity consciousness template within you. We activated the harmonized frequency of us, of we, of who we are. We activated the bridge between masculine and feminine energy, between man and spirit. We activated the gift and the ability within us to be in the minds of men, to be able to create in this reality, to be able to witness the destruction, to dismantle it, but not get lost in the illusions of the reality. We upgraded the masculine's capacity to witness these things and still have that remembrance of feminine, of self, of spirit, to come back home to unity consciousness. Yes, masculine must step into the separation energy so that he can see where the destruction lies. But as long as he has that connection to his feminine, he doesn't have to worry. He will always be brought back to union energy, consciousness. And we activated and upgraded the masculine's ability to witness the separation frequency from a consciousness, from a state of being that is of neutrality, that is of compassion, forgiveness, and love. Carry this state of being with you in your life. When you X off of this video, remain in this frequency. Remain in this state of being that is so sovereign. Right now, there is nothing that can touch your consciousness, that can touch your frequency, that can manipulate, that can distort. Even when you witness distortion, manipulation, abuse, it is because you, on your sovereign self, chose to go into that place. But sometimes we forget as men, the mind forgets that we went down that rabbit hole. But when you have that connection to feminine and masculine and it's stable, your consciousness will always bring you back into present awareness. So take this awareness, this consciousness, this frequency, carry it out into your relationship. Standing in your boundaries, honoring your feminine, honoring your masculine. And I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I fucking love you guys. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for your support. Drop some comments. How may I serve you, beautiful soul? How may I serve you? How may I help you? How may I love you differently? How may I change my mind about love? Love needs stable. How do you receive love? How do you give love? I love you. I love you. I love you. We love you. We love you. We fucking love you. If you made it this far in the video, you're okay. Listen, it takes a lot of surrender to be in this space. It does. It really does. If you made it to the end of this video, it should take you. This isn't from Brooke's perspective, from spirit. Not everyone has the ability within them to tap into what we just tapped into. It's not Brooke doing it, it's us. It's spirit, it's the unity consciousness that makes this possible. I'm not special. Brooke's not special. Brooke could not do this without you, beautiful soul. Without you being here in this space. You are creating this. We are creating this. You are a gift, man. You're special. Your consciousness is unique. Not everyone has the ability to do, to even be in this space and do what we did. They don't have enough surrender. They don't have enough trust in their feminine energy. But you do. And I love you. I gotta cut them off because they're just gonna keep talking to you guys. Like, I love you guys. I got to go. Okay? I love you. I thank you. Empress of Duality, out.